How you doing? That's good. It's a bit intimidating, you know, coming on singing my little folk songs after changes, you know, doing the Hendrix experience, but I'll do my best. It's very nice to be here. We just have a guitar just a little more offensive. This is just a little semi-blues song about friendship.
When the outlook is bleak, you start to despair. When your time is flat, and so is despair. When you're looking around for somebody to care, what you need, what you need, what you need is a friend. When your phone is dried out, you've given up hope. When the only man on the boat comes a window on the loans, the TV plays only game shows and soaps. What you need, what you need, what you need is a friend. What's a friend? I'll tell you, just for the benefit of those people that were attempting to clap on the front end of this song. From this point on, we changed tempo, so if you were struggling to keep up with the front end, maybe you should just play it. Well, a friend don't care about the particular line you've got, the color of your skin, or the dimensions of your wallet, whatever you need is yours, because you got it as a friend. That's a friend. You'll always come for the weekend, he watches over the deep end in case you or your family might fall. He asks for nothing in return, except your love and concern, and that's all. That's all. You don't have to be well bred, you don't have to be well read, you don't even have to be literate to understand that a friend in the heart is worth two in the hand, two in the hand. You don't have to be well bred, you don't have to be well read, you don't even have to be literate to understand that a friend in the heart is worth two in the hand, two in the hand. A friend cares at your home, feeling lonely and jaded that you got the blues, baby, that you sometimes say that he's just waiting for the word to have to do is say it. What you need, what you need, what you need is a friend. You don't have to be well bred, you don't have to be well read, you don't even have to be literate to understand that a friend in the heart is worth two in the hand, two in the hand. You don't have to be well bred, you don't have to be well fed, you don't even have to be literate to understand that a friend in the heart is worth two in the hand, two in the hand, yes, two in the hand, two in the hand.
I just have a little more guitar in the later stage. My parents are here this evening. My parents come from the South Island, where I live in the South Island, and they've been up in the region, so they drove up to be here this evening. So this song refers to them. It's a pretty quiet little song, but it gives a hint as to where I'm from as well.
My mother taught piano. I have two brothers, an older and a younger. I was raised in the middle, and I was raised in faith. I was steady close to bring it for her. Maybe at night my parents lay awake. That's where the children fall when the bough breaks. Where will the children fall when the bough breaks? We moved from town to town, and I was given a guitar, but I never learned to play it. Some things stay exactly as they are. There's a comfort in tradition. There are treasures in the past. But when I think of my own family, I ask, where will the children fall when the bough breaks? Where will the children fall when the bough breaks? And when the things we once held sacred are debased or disappear, like a glacier in retreats, maybe in wisdom or in fear, we ask, where will the children fall when the bough breaks? Where will the children fall when the bough breaks?
I have a wife and 3 children, none of whom are here this evening. They've heard me before, and they're not stupid. No, they're back home in Auckland conserving water. I just came down here for a shower, really. But this next song was written while I was touring with my family. A few years back, a pretty large tour we did in 1988, and we went to a big camp there, and it was a lot of fun, and spent most of it in the South Island. And this song was written in Westport, and it just talks about some of the stuff that happened to us while we were touring around. It talks about the only concert I ever did where no one came, in Lawrence, in Central Otago. One person came. He was the concert promoter. He had done much of that sort of thing before. It was okay though. He set up the chairs and I set up the sound system, and we just spent a quality time of male bonding together in Lawrence. A few weeks later, we were leaving Westport in our big camper van, and a pair of wheels fell off the back. So we thought, let's just stop here for a while, and we did. And this was written in a hotel while repairs were being undertaken. And I guess it's a song about being positive when things aren't going so well. In recent months, I've been dedicating this song to Jeff Howard and Laurie Maines. It seems to be working, We've done it not so bad against the Springboks, and we had that glorious cricket victory over Ireland.
Some people got the tropics and gold dust. Some people living off on a dream. But we got West Coast coal dust and an accident scene. Some people are now that influence. They promote his dream come true. Yeah, but we got an empty house in Lawrence and a bad dose of blue. And all I want to do is say I love you. And thank you for what you are to me. I must be lucky or blessed to both this love. Just will not leave me alone, no matter what the circumstance or geography. Wherever you put me is where I want to be. I want to live. I want to live. People get their songs on the airwaves to embrace the shadow of success. My elevation is to bargain bin status, so I'll never get to live at excess. Some people never know the struggle to be a truth required. But I want to look into the eye of God and know my Maker's desire. And all I want to do is say I love you. Thank you for what you are to me. Yeah, I must be lucky or blessed to both this love. Just will not leave me alone, no matter what circumstance or geography. Wherever you put me is where I want to be. I want to be. I want to be. I want to be. I want to be.
My wife comes from Rarotonga in the Cook Islands, and I really wrote the song about that side of our family, where we come from. I think when I was younger and knew everything, things like, you know, your background and where you're from and your heritage and so on didn't matter so much. But I think part of growing up is really... You okay? Part of growing up is recognising the value of those sorts of things, you know. It's good to be in a building like this. We used to have one in Auckland called His Majesty's Theatre, but they pulled it down and it's a really nice sort of car park. You know, part of growing up as a country is recognising the value of places like this and looking after them. So be careful with the cheers.
My wife's father, she created, and it's a private place. On the wall inside our hallway, on the wall inside the hallway of our house. It has a coconut chandelier, polished on the rug, and inscribed on the soundboard are the words true love. obligations. True love will surely find its way to you. These are reminders of another place, where lives are lived in walking pace. Families spread out mass and sat doing precisely nothing except eat slow food and make their art, just like never seen a billboard shot or a lemonade at backstage bars. They would simply sing for one another. My wife's mother lies to rest on a hill behind her husband's house. In the village of Nicaragua, Rarotonga. Her tombstone overlooks the sea, taro fields and mango trees. The air smells sweet and salted to honey. And if you give true love away without time or obligation, true love will surely find its way to you. This was going to be a painting, but it turned into a song. My wife's father's ukulele hangs inside the hallway of our home.
In just a moment we're going to take a little break, but I was thinking one more song before we do that. And Chris mentioned before that in the foyer there's a guitar case in which you're more than welcome and invited and encouraged to maybe throw a bit of change, and that money will be going toward helping the people of Rwanda. And this song, I guess, addresses the fact that you and I find it very difficult, don't we, to really identify with the incredible poverty that exists in so many places in this world. It's hard for us to understand exactly what poverty is, you know. To recognize that there's a huge difference between being poor and being broke. And most of us know a little bit about being broke, but to be poor is a totally different proposition altogether. And so many people in this world are poor, not because they don't have money, but because they're completely and utterly deprived of options. And that's what poverty is, and every day you and I have options, don't we? You know, what are we going to eat for breakfast? What are we going to wear? All through life, we have options, you know, where are we going to live? What sort of career should we pursue? Perhaps what should we study? But to be poor means to have none of that, of course. And it's hard for us to understand that gulf, and I think it's very important we try to. And I wrote this song last year in Manila, in the Philippines. And the idea of the song really just came from flying in and out of that city on several occasions and looking down on it. And it's a song that just expresses that gulf between those that have and those that don't. And we need to understand that we belong to that very richest 10% of this world's population. And the fact that we can turn the tap off, we use ice cream, and drink what comes out of it without getting sick or dying, means that we're one of the richest people in the world. And I guess the song addresses that, and perhaps my own lack of compassion in these areas as well.
Fly to friendly skies, but nothing looks the same. From this distance, nothing looks the same. Fly to friendly skies, hang your head in shame. From this altitude, nothing looks the same. Was that a lightning bolt? Nothing looks the same. Was that a camera flash? Nothing looks the same. This guy taking photographs for evidence to blame. From this distance, nothing looks the same. But under the spell of gravity, there is dissonance and danger. This void gets to touch, and taste and smell and see. This is not fiction, it's fact and it's strange. This is not a checkerboard. These are paddy fields and fish ponds. This is not quite. It sticks and it's ugly. From this distance, nothing looks the same. From arm's length, nothing looks the same. Even from 35 millimeters, nothing looks the same. Just remember this. At the end of a long, hard day, I get to fly away. You get to stay. Nothing looks the same. Nothing looks the same. Nothing looks the same. Rusty man on a dusty road. There's a scar on the palm of your hand. There's a vacant cross and an empty tomb, and a love that I'll never understand. I guess I'm leaving you is much too hard for this poor soul to stand. So here I am, back here again, reaching out for you again. Rusty on a dusty road, there's a scar in the palm of your hand. There's a vacant cross and an empty tomb, and a love understand. Yeah. There were city streets with a million feet, and roads that lead only the same. Some no harm, some no pain. There's a scar right across his face. Rusty pain on a dusty road. There's a scar in the palm of your hand. There's a vacant cross and an empty tomb, and a love that I'll never understand.
Thank you very much. I started writing this song in Nashville, Tennessee. Finished it off in Ellerslie, which is where I live in Auckland. I guess many of you will know that Nashville is the home of country music. Are there any country music fans here? Don't be shy, you know. Any country music fans? We have trained counsellors available. But Nashville has become a home of not only country music but many other forms as well. Most of the major contemporary record labels are based there. And I wrote this song during a lightning storm.
There was a lightning strike over the Nashville skyline, illuminating the halls of fame. Memories of merchandise, but after the game, she would knows prevails, sexual rules and wrongs get confused and race. See the signs and the wonders, keep the gods and ladies and our music broke with them. I was going to let you get the God through the desert, God to the highway, God to the street and scream. When the laws of excess keep the gods and ladies, set to show high charge for a lesson. Strike. The lightning strike. The lightning strike. Every time the lightning sits in the sky, with the cardboard cracking between them, by degrees and milliseconds, we soon understand, but don't ask me to explain. Those mercenaries for Jesus, living lives so contrary to the things he is, to the things he is. Lightning striking a rhinestone playground. Get off the Greyhound and roll that film. Lightning strikes splits the middle of the daylight. Go through the turnpike and dream. Dream. Every time the lightning strike, lightning strike. It's alright. It's alright. Don't strike twice, it's alright. Don't think twice, it's alright. Don't think.
The line notes from my new album, which sort of blew the introduction to this next song, really. I wrote this next song in response to a trip I did a few years back through Bangladesh, which is an incredibly poor country. I've had the privilege over the years, as well as just being a singer and a songwriter, that I've had a chance to do a lot of promotion work for a relief and development agency, and that's why I've been to some of these places. And when I was with TFM, the agency, on this trip through Bangladesh and Pakistan, I was spending time looking at people who lived literally as slaves, working in the brick kilns in Pakistan. And as I went through their dwellings or through their, past their homes, and as I walked through the slums of Dhaka in Bangladesh, where people live in conditions we wouldn't allow animals to live in over here, on the option to help those who are subject to injustice or persecution. And I was confronted with what it really meant to be a Christian, I guess. I guess over here, it's something you sort of add to your lifestyle, it's something you take on. Sort of like an appendage to our lifestyle. God's job is to sort of make sure that the bills get paid and the car keeps running and that the career goes well. And we've made God subservient to our demands and desires rather than our being subservient to His. And so I photographed some of these crosses, and I was looking at one of them, and it was a blue cross. Not that its colour was of any great significance, but the moment I saw it, I was reminded that the most valuable colour in earliest Christian paintings, I used to teach art, I still do occasionally at Polytech, but one of the most valuable colours of all was a deep blue, and this colour was a valuable colour because it was made from a precious stone which was ground up into a powder to form the pigment. And the colour was reserved solely for the painting of the robe of Mary, the mother of Jesus. And so if you look at a lot of old early Christian art, you'll see that Jesus Mary is always wearing a dark blue robe. And I just thought, well, what these people are doing, painting these crude little crosses on their doors of their homes is probably a much more precious thing, than these paintings. And I've come to understand that the real heroes of the Christian faith are not the grandstanders, not the great preachers or writers or televangelists or rock stars. The heroes of our faith are those people perhaps who we will never hear about or read about or see on the telly. They will never go gold. They'll never be on the charts, but they are making a profound difference in their community because they are responding in a very real way to the needs of people around them, and they're reflecting the love of Christ in the way that they live. And that's how God works, Throughout history, God has chosen to use the most unlikely, the most unlovely, the most unbeautiful, the most untalented, the most improbable people for His purposes. That's His nature. And we need to remember that, don't we?
You're standing on the picture at the entrance to that home. In an old crowded wilderness, you seem to stand alone. And the hands that painted you on this bleached and buckled door are cut and grazed and shackled by the oppressors of the poor. You are the blue of an endless sky, blue of an infinite hope. A hue of the wildest night, like Mary's robe, in a paint from the Renaissance, more precious than gold, more precious than any jewel. You stand alone. You are the blue of an endless sky, the blue of an infinite hope, a hue of the wildest hills, like Mary's robe, in a painting from the Renaissance, more precious than gold, more precious than any jewel. You stand alone. More precious than any jewel. You stand alone. Who will come to the aid of a man like me? Who will come to the aid of a man poverty? Who will rescue the ship from the wayward sea? Who will come to the aid of a man like me? I've been underfed, I've been overdrawn, I've been walking this fine line for much too long. I've been looking for you in all the wrong places. I've been out, I've been left, I've been over my head. I've been sleeping too long in the wrong bed. I've been looking for you in all the wrong places. So who will come to the aid of a man like me? Who will come to the aid of a man with poverty? Who will rescue the ship from the wayward sea? Who will come to the aid of a man like me?
A few years ago, we went to a gig in a building in the foyer of this building in America. They had this huge map of the world, and it was made out of plywood, raised in relief. My band fell about themselves laughing when they saw this map, because the Americans had put New Zealand upside down on it. I was thinking about it quite some time later. I thought, wouldn't it be quite good if the rest of the world did look at us as a country and saw us as being upside down. Maybe not so much in the geographical sense, although it wouldn't be a bad idea at the moment because Auckland would look like a water shortage. Lawrence would be getting into
It's a strange logic, it's a strange irony. We're living in a world where people build weapons for security. Strange world. We're living in a land whose hope is built on nothing less than the faith of science. The dogma of the dollar, the faith of science, the dogma of wealth. The fact of the matter is every man for himself and screw everybody else.